Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome back to King's Quest II, Romancing the Stones. When we last left off, we ended up in the castle of Count Caldor, aka Dracula, and we almost got eaten, but we kind of saved ourselves for the last minute because he went to go take care of his wife and granddaughter. You know, now they're both vampires. I'm still not sure how I feel about the little girl being turned into a full-grown woman vampire at this point, but very well. I cannot change what happened. So, we're on the quest to find a special tiara for the Count in exchange for the death gem. So, we just completed a quest where we were playing around with some books to get some info, and now we're taking care of a little thing for Possum here because she asked us to drop off her bracelet to her parents'
As you
grave.
step further into the cemetery, you can feel your life force slowly being sucked away by the disembodied spirits. You suddenly find yourself unable to move.
Oh, jeez.
The ethereal spirits drain the life force right out of your body.
Oh, okay.
You tuck with the spirits and find only the graves.
Well, okay, so that's interesting. So walking up to them and just putting it on the grave is not going to work. Okay. Fine. What if I present it to you instead?
As you hold up the bracelet, the ghosts seem to relax slightly. You wonder if it is now safe to approach them and enter the cemetery. You place the bracelet on the grave. It immediately sinks down into the earth. The ghosts do not respond at first. Then one of them drifts toward you.
Hi.
It nods, almost sadly. The ghost seems to want to say something, but appears unable. Its face, though transparent and hazy, is lined with grief and torment.
Aww.
Its facial features waver into focus.
Oh,
the
dear.
ghost is female.
So that's the mother.
We understand that our daughter will never be joining us now. No longer do we need wait for her. Now we journey to the realm of the dead, where its lord waits to judge us. Farewell.
Not gonna lie, that was kind of weird
You
looking.
bow your head and cross your heart out of respect. While looking downward, you notice that a beautiful gold ring now lies at your feet.
I'll take it, I guess.
You lift the gold ring from the ground and carefully place it in your pocket.
Thanks. I got a ring now. It's lovely. Okay. Well. Was I supposed to find something? I know I was supposed to find that tiara.
According to this, the tiara has been buried near one of the graves. There is something written near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
A double of nothing, you say?
It's you, King Graham of Daventry. Sounds a lot better than Sir, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, but now I gotta dig it up after one of these graves.
A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
So, 1200?
Boris and Olga. There was an old couple named Olga and Stovich, who in truth made quite a nice pair. They lived with each other for many long years, till they wound up in each other's hair. Date of death, 1567. Alfred Chamberlain, 810 to 810.
Oh yeah, the stillborn.
Count Christopher Ivir, 1175 to 1200.
I have a feeling it's this one. But let me just save really quick, 'cause I don't know if there's a penalty for digging up the wrong grave. It probably is, but... Hey, desecration
You have
ahoy!
no reason to... You have...
Wait.
You have no... You have... You
There we go. For some reason, it didn't want to do it, but now it did.
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard.
Probably, a dead thing. Don't eat me, bro.
Nervously, you reach down, open the coffin, and look inside. You search through the belongings of the deceased. According to the headstone, they belong to a Count Christopher Evere. After some tentative searching, you find a parchment. It appears to be the last will and testament of Larman Odnarb, healer. This isn't right. You run your eyes over the parchment. It's dated 1200, the same as the date on the headstone. However, the instructions pertaining to his burial were for Larman to be placed near his family at the church's cemetery. Oh dear.
Oh. So I desecrated this man's grave for no good reason. I gotta go all the way back to the church in town where the werewolves are. Oh, baby! And I still got till sunset, otherwise I'm probably gonna die. This is a problem. Help! Guess I'm heading back. Okay, ferryman.
You climb back into the decrepit rowboat, and the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
Let's go. I'll be back. Time to head towards the church. This is gonna go well, I'm sure. Here we go. We're going. I see monsters staring at me in the darkness. I'm not happy about this. Well, here we are. I'm gonna save.
Your heart beats faster and faster as you push on the handle of the church door. It opens, and you nervously step inside.
Oh, look, it's a pentagram. Well, actually, no, it was more than 5 in there, but still, it's basically like...
You look over the book. It is a journal written by Lowolf, head monk of the Church of Kalima. Flipping through it, you see a paragraph with a name you recognize.
It is frustrating as always, dealing with Count Kaldor and his ilk. He is just like his father, perhaps even worse. He insists that Kalima be pushed forward to enlighten the peasantry. Can he not see this path leads to ruin? How can the people retain their moral goodness if their minds are filled with knowledge of the wider world and all of its sin? That's backwards talk, good sir. I don't know if I can call you good sir.
You turn a few more pages and choose another interesting-looking paragraph.
I am quite convinced that Kaldor is so blinded by his so-called vision for Kalima that he cannot see the folly of his intentions. And yet, he is the Lord of Kalima. To publicly refute him would create confusion and anger in the people. I am a man of patience, the greatest gift his grace has granted me. Perhaps time will settle this young lord's idealism and grant him sense in the process.
The journal largely contains many entries of similar types and of daily matters of a monk's life. You are about to replace the journal where you found it, but your eye catches a most peculiar passage.
You don't say. A wonderment was discovered in the forest this night. The spirits of the wild, long thought to be only of legend, appeared to us, and saw fit to grant my brethren and I the most blessed of gifts. Such power we now have. Our forms could be abandoned in favor of any other. And I am to be their leader, their most powerful. They are bound to me inextricably. The spirits have made promises of greater things to come for us. Oh, it fills me with such longing. The endless possibilities. What we will achieve with our abilities. I am restless. I must leave for a time. The moon is full, and I feel the urge to join my pack as they run. Perhaps we will hunt. Perhaps we will kill. My mind is now clear, and I know the path before us. It is a path that shall lead us to greatness, and it will begin with the destruction of our nemesis. But now I no longer have the patience to write. I must run. I must hunt. I must...
The passage ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it.
Well then, that was a thing. Oh, so what is all this?
Evidently, someone stands at the center of this symbol, as you can see some hair on that part of the floor.
Can I dig here?
You have no reason to dig a hole there.
I don't know. Maybe I want to destroy it. Get this away from me.
You have no need for a robe. Besides, it seems to have a lot of hair on it. You'd get a skin irritation.
Are you allergic to dogs? Anyway, let's save after that and make our way through. Back behind the church? Isn't that where I'm supposed to go? Or is it through the church? Is that what I must do? Aha! Okay, I found it. Alright, let's start looking then.
Lester Williamson, 1300 to 1345. Here lies a man who feared all bugs, too scared to even lift his rugs. For if he had, he would have found insects that make little sound, with bites so deadly for their size that surely did cause his demise.
So he died via bedbugs?
Rarlop Neven, 985 to 1015. The jester joked his life away until a quip he made one day insulted was a baron's son who had this poor old jester hung.
Technically he should have been hanged, but okay.
Hamish Bite, 1226 to 1258. Besides religious connotation, reverence paid daily as we should, it is a tradesman's irony that a carpenter was killed upon the wood.
But was it Morningwood?
Province, 905 to 987. The power brought unto this world is as unholy as this sage. Doomed are those that have descended from the blood of a first mage.
Rude.
You've never been terribly fond of gargoyles, and this one isn't likely to sway your opinion.
Probably not, no.
Faith Cinders, 998 to 1029.
That's a cool name.
Alas, my dear, you've come too near to your heart's great desire. It seems that now you've run afoul and should not have lit that fire.
Also ironic.
Judas Morton, 1365 to 1415. Here lies a foolish non-believer, with shame deep as this hole. Even God, though wise and powerful, cannot save his wretched soul.
Well, clearly whoever paid for that tombstone was a dick. Anyway.
Rebecca Twintle, 1250 to 1273. In that usual daring way of hers, she threw caution to the wind. Late one eve she risked a venture, and went out to sea with him. Totally in love she was, so filled with careless whim, that when he threw her overboard, she never thought to swim. Goulash Thompson, 1370 to 1441. Never in all his living years had he ever seen such sights. For hours did he stare at them, those beautiful, dazzling lights. So happy was he that he'd been able to live to see this night. But down a cliff he blindly fell, for the lights had been too bright.
I guess he was part deer. Okay.
Charles Bucket, 1189 to 1232. He'd go out in the pouring rain and risk becoming wet. He'd never dry off afterwards, so very sick he'd get.
Wait, Charles Bucket. You mean like Charlie Bucket from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Aw, he never got his fortune.
In this dark hole lies one brave soul whose questing for glory has taken its toll.
Hey, I know that well, sort of. It's obviously a Quest for Glory reference. Anyway.
Larman Odnar.
There he is.
75 to 1200. Dear old Larman was a healer, cured many a deadly fever. One he caught that bitter day, healed not himself and passed away.
Well, I just want to look at all these other ones really quick.
Malif, 1200 to 1256. She was a lady with strange habits, who as friends kept only rabbits. When time came, her hunger due, her friends all wound up in her stew. The other creatures, also bunnies, found this not remotely funny, so their swift revenge they sought. The kitchen in her sleep they brought, heaved her into the large pot, which was, regretfully, much too hot.
Huh. Death by bunnies. That's a new one. And I thought only Monty Python could make that. But that's fine.
Bridget O. Troublewater, 1248 to 1299.
I get it.
During the annual house inspection, she spied a mirror and its reflection. For days she lovingly gazed at it, unable to sleep or eat or sit. With the last of her earthly power, there she remained till her final hour.
So she stared at herself until she died. Like a bridge at all troubled water. I had to make that joke. I am not sorry. There we go. Go. Dig. Dig, you bastard. Dig.
You become acquainted with your new roommate. You will both be spending a lot of time together.
Aww. Okay, I did not know I could die via zombies here. Good to know. That's kind of funny, actually. It brings me back to King's Quest 7, but we will be touching on that much later.
Larman Odd.
Okay, found you.
Digging yourself.
I do have a reason.
Digging.
There. Dig.
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard.
Let's desecrate two bodies now. That's clearly the same one, but, you know, reversed.
With bated breath, you open the box. There it is, the tiara.
Mine.
As you retrieve the tiara from its final resting place, you let out a loud, relieved sigh. You feel as if the coming sunrise will be the most glorious sight you will ever behold, considering how close you were to never seeing another again. Now don't delay, you still have to get it back to the castle.
Yeah! Uh-oh. Werewolf!
You freeze as a wolf's howl sends shivers down your spine. You force yourself to turn and face nothing. Your anxiety must be causing you to hear things.
Sure, we'll go with that. Okay, let's just save really quick. Let's see. Let's change this to Run from Wolf. Oh, I don't have enough room. Wolf Run, I guess. Go! Time to leave. It is time to run. We're leaving. We're totally leaving. We're totally getting out of here.
Without warning, a wolf darts out of the dark forest and dashes towards you, and this time it's running directly at you.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing.
Brandishing your sword might make you appear an accomplished fighter, but you will not make many friends by being careless with it. Besides, it's valuable. Take care of it.
I'm trying to kill the wolf! Well, that just happened. Got another one. Anyone else want to tussle? Oh, okay, we still got another one coming.
You breathe a sigh of relief and clean your sword against the body of the nearest wolf. Hopefully, this will be the last time you'll ever have to defend yourself in such a manner. It has always filled you with loathing to even consider killing another creature. This time has been no exception.
Well, that happened. Yeah, it's true. Rest in peace, even though you tried to kill me. Because if I didn't kill you, you would have killed me. So, not much choice I had on that one. It's sad, but true. So, most I can do now is head back, try to get this tiara to the boss man, and pray I don't die along the way.